sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. What's up? What's going on, my friends? I gotta say, I love the internet. I love technology. I love all this ridiculousness that you can just press some buttons and boom, muck about on the internet. So yeah, today is the end of TCGs discussion. But hold on, let me grab the live stream link and share that in the Discord first. All right, hold on. Okay, there we go. That's good. Sweet. Have a little bit of my root beer and we'll say our hellos. Talk about some TCG action in the future and whatever else we feel like. All right. So what's up, Gossett, Jess, Cool Guy, Executioner, Gianna, Clayton, Millmaster, Kansiki, Florida, Callaway, Ned, what's up? Oh, Callaway with the super chat. Thanks, buddy. Saying great video about the changes to standard. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, that's right. And also, you get the bell of good luck, the Invisibell, the Infinibell. Look at that. Woo, it just disappears. There you go. Good luck upon you. That harkens back to the old days where I used to have a bell that we would ring when the super chats happened. And so now we have the bell of luck. You can't see it because it's green, but it says ring for luck. So Callaway, you have now had luck bestowed upon you. But, I mean, be careful. Leprechauns might come to fight you. That is the side effect, right? There is that side effect. But regardless, you're Lord of the board. The bell has been rung, and you can't unring a bell. Who else we got in here? What up, Scroll Keeper, Error, Thompson, Ron? How's it going? How's it going to you and to all assembled lurkers? It's been a busy day. I put out multiple videos. One on Magic over on the Historian about the standard format, one on Hatcher about Lorcana, and now it's time to chill and speculate on what the future might look like in regards specifically to TCGs, because Magic created the boom of TCGs where people were trying to get in there. But where does it stop? Where do companies stop trying to make physical TCGs? When does it stop being a profitable endeavor, right? The world is going more and more digital. So aside from physical cards as like a lark, the more generations we go into things, the more we move away from it. And I'm talking about physical TCGs, right? Not games that have card game mechanics. Like Slay the Spire has card game elements to it, but it's not a TCG, right? It's a deck building video game. So stuff like that will obviously exist. But as for physical card games being printed, it being worth it for a company to make it because enough people are buying it, is that just going to stop being a thing? Will it just shrink down as fewer and fewer people feel like it's worth getting in on? And then the people who are in it eventually just also either give up or stop living. They either give up on the game or give up on life, one of the two, and then they're not playing it anymore. So how many people are getting out of card games versus getting into them? Where is the cutoff point where it all kind of changes? I don't know, man. Like, as technology advances further and further, how archaic is like just a little cardboard rectangle, you know? I don't know. You think about like 3D projections and stuff. You think about maybe like they figure out how to deal with giving you actual digital trading cards you can trade to other people, a la kind of like MTGO, but on a bigger scale. I mean, I feel like they need that for movies and TV shows, right? Where if you could buy a movie and then you could just sell it or trade it to other people for movies, like you own this file now, that would be pretty useful. Equivalent to being able to buy like VHS tapes and all that kind of I'm going way back now. But you know, being able to buy VHS tapes. You have the movie, if you want it, you can sell it or trade it on, right? So I feel like even if they do go the NFT route, they'll need to not call them NFTs, because NFT is basically just, no, it's a byword now for scam-a-lama ding-dong. The technology might be useful, but imagine hypodermic needles. Imagine if hypodermic needles were only used to inject diseases into people's ball bags, right? That's all people did with them. And then other people ran around going, you don't understand the practical uses of needles. We can use them to save people with diabetes. And you're like, needles, the things that people just use to inject diseases into ball bags, right? That's what you're yeah, no. That's what NFTs are. NFTs are ball bag needles full of diseases. So they're going to need some serious rebranding, and they do anyways, because it's a terrible name. Non-fungible tokens it's gibberish. It's gibberish, right? Like, fungus? What? Non-fungible. We just have to understand what fungible means. It's like it's intentionally made to sound like what's the word I want to use here? It's not archaic and it's not esoteric. It's an attempt to obfuscate and to add a level of sophistication rather than, it's just, anyways. NFT is a terrible term now. It was bad to begin with, but now it's smeared with jank, okay? It's ball bag needle action, 100%. 100%. Yeah, exactly. It does sound pretentious, Bob. You're correct. Nick, you're definitely right that it's easier to manipulate digital goods than physical goods. Like, if I had, like, digital junk, it'd be way easier to manipulate it than my physical junk. But the question, Nick, is would it be as much fun, right? If the government put a microchip in my brain and I had a techno dong, would touching it bring me as much joy as the real deal, Nick? That's it. That's what you really need to ask yourself. Oh, Idiocracy quotes. Yep, Idiocracy that's a very enjoyable movie. But yeah, NFTs are totally, that just screams scam to me. Any company that was like, hey, we want to do a sponsorship for our NFT game, and I'm like, NFT stands for not fucking taking your sponsorship, son. Get on up out of here. I won't just lay down for anyone with money. They have to not be the absolute bottom of the barrel. Are you slightly above the bottom of the barrel and you have money? Let me pull my pants down. Daddy's got bills to pay. Let's be real. So, whatever. All right? If you ain't an NFT or a straight up scam, yeah, we can always possibly talk, right? Ned, intentionally obtuse to take advantage of people. Correct. Millmaster, yeah, MTGO isn't that far off from the concept in a workable execution. Obviously just within Wizards' own software, though, not on like a bigger scale. Devo, just glue a toaster down there and you're good to go, man. Big what's up, ladies? You ready for some cooking? Wait until you watch me fire off half a loaf in one go. Brent says the only thing Perp loves more than money are integrity and Carly, which is why he has those things and not money. Oh, thank you for helping. I've got to make a note of that. All right. If to effectively, I gotta go. Effectively sell out equals get rid of useless integrity. That's it. I've been trying to figure out. I'm like, how am I gonna be successful? And I got it. I'll get rid of my useless integrity, and that is integral to my success. That's the plan. Thanks, Brent. Everything is in reverse. Now I'm gonna be evil. Y'all want to buy some NFTs? NFTs are like the best thing ever. If there's anything that's guaranteed to help you get more money, it's buying NFTs, because like it's a link. It's like a hyperlink to a picture, and you get to own that hyperlink thing. It doesn't give you any rights to the picture, but who cares? We all know the wave of the future is owning a hyperlink to a picture that anybody can save like a screensaver. So get you some Wait, I'm supposed to find somebody to pay me for this first. Why am I selling snake oil without getting paid to sell the snake oil? That's right. The T in NFC stands for tendies, right? I feel that. That's where the goodness is. Silkar, you think that people want NFTs to flex online? Well, definitely some people. Yeah, they just want to be like, check it out. I have $500,000, so I bought a bored ape. And it's like, good job, man. You did it. I kind of wish that like you're flexing with something that didn't feel so empty and pointless, but it's your money. Do your thing, whatever. If you want to buy a bored looking ape, Paris Hilton, and you want to go on the Jimmy Fallon show while you both woodenly talk about how great they are after having sunk all this money into it, you definitely don't look like buffoons. You definitely look like cool people that I want to emulate, and this is not totally empty and pathetic or anything. Bo Falcon, who's Tegrity? Tegrity Farms. Get you some. Growing the good stuff, bro. Florida, the what? Topps Bunt app. Let me get this straight. Are you saying is the Topps Bunt app something for baseball? And they called it Bunt instead of like home run or something? They're like, yo, we're just kind of tapping the ball a little or something. Like, we just want you to know the level of effort we're putting in. We're just bunting it, you know? We're living that bunt life. Clark, what's up? You got a new job. Nice, bro. Nice. Enjoy it. Baseball card bunting NFTs that you can trade to other people. I don't know, man. I'm too old world. I hate that everything is becoming digital. I don't like shopping online. I like going to places, but I know that eventually everything is just going to be brick walls, and there won't be any stores to go into, and all the brick walls will just have big stickers saying purchase stuff from Amzama Walmart, and it'll just be like there's only one company you buy stuff from, and they literally sell you like everything, and it's brought by robots, and then you live with the robots that do everything for you, and like you never see people anymore, and you're just a consumer that exists to consume from one company. We're all NFTs. We're all NFTs. There's no point to any of this. Oh no. Oh no. Blind consumerism. It's what I need. It's what I need to take the edge off. Like the Sliders episode about the society lives inside a giant shopping mall. No, you don't live in the shopping mall. You don't get to go around and look at the stuff. You look at pictures online. You sit. You sit and you get fat and you atrophy as you stare at a screen, and it just shows you things constantly, hoping that it can trigger that buy impulse. It's all good. The future will be, all the companies are bought by like one dude who has too much money, and then he's just gonna name it like one. It's called backslash, just the symbol backslash, because I always thought that was cool since I was a kid. So we're slashing prices at backslash. We got your back. Buy from backslash. You know us. We sell you literally everything. It's illegal to buy anything from anybody who's not us. Oh, like anything that like insane is gonna happen. I doubt it. I doubt it. We're not gonna get anything that wild. Just one company. It's kind of boring. It's kind of a boring concept overall. But I definitely do not like that it's everything is moving online. It's all everything is digital and QR codes and everything. I like the physical world with physical objects, right? I'm like Madonna, you know? I'm living in a material world because I am a material girl. I don't want to be living in a digital world. I'm a material girl. Clark, I never watched Rocco's Modern Life. Nope. Never got into that at all. No, like nothing about it. Craftsmanship is the only thing give you an NFT feeling in real life. I mean, what feeling can an NFT even give you? Like, I own a digital link website to this picture. Like, really, what do you feel when you? I understand it more, somebody buying it just to be like, I have a bunch of money and maybe I can make more money off this or use it as a write off or whatever. But like, just feeling like, I mean, whatever. I don't get it. I don't get how somebody would get like some kind of exciting feeling off of it. But people are buying it, right? So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So yeah, as things progress, there's just gonna be more and more digital stuff as the newer generations are like, yeah, everybody's got a cell phone, all this tech. They're all techno boys. They're all astro boys, splitting themselves in half on the internet, and I'm like half rooted in one and the other. I'm not like so old that technology is crazy and scary to me, but at the same time, I remember before the internet was like a thing in people's lives, and stuff has accelerated a lot, you know? Obviously it's affected every facet of our lives. Even just with something as simple as Magic the Gathering, how fundamentally it alters, like at first just the way that sets are explored, and then over time the internet fundamentally alters the trading atmosphere of Magic, mostly driving it out of the game because trading went from a somewhat pleasurable experience into people looking up all these prices on cell phones and grinding over 25 or 50 cents worth of cards to the point where you just go, this isn't worth the time. You just get grinded down by people and either have to eat losses on all your trades over and over just to get them done, or sit there and just go back and forth over something that doesn't matter, right? That's what it just ends up turning into. It's easier in a lot of people's eyes to just go and like buy the cards. Florida, when physical currency goes away, we'll all be fucked. Yeah, you know why? Because that's when it's going to be like that movie where time is money and you got a time counter in your arm and they twist your arm and take away your time, right? And then if you want to cook stuff in the oven, you got to set a timer, bro. Oh. Tokens. Your middle schoolers like Pokemon on paper, but don't want anything more on paper past that. I thought about things like Pokemon for their like kid collectability, and I mean that feels like one of the few things where you'll be able to get some money out of physical cards, but you know that like the same thing can be accomplished by not having a Pokemon card game and just making Pokemon cards that have Pokemon on them and just going, it's not a game, it just has pictures of the Pokemon and stuff on the back going, Mr. Frundle hates people's grundles. He hides out in the woods, and when you're not looking, he leaps up and he flicks you hard in the gooch. Sometimes he does it so hard you can't have kids no more. Anyways, he's Pokemon number 7,142, and he looks like a duck with a big fat flicking nuck, right? Florida, the only way to avoid taxes will be bartering again. Oh, bro. I'll trade you 3 goats for your wife and 2 blankets, all right? And a stick of butter. Okay? That's the deal. We're going to do all kinds of trades, man. I'm going to trade you some shoes for a hat and a cake. Millmaster, I'll go one further. What if Wizards said that every set they put out for Standard auto-rotates one day after it's printed? What if they did that, bro? What if you could only play with Standard for one day? How fresh would that make it? Good luck solving the meta. You've got 24 hours. And go. We're starting an entire new one tomorrow. Joglum, you think the internet is a weakness easily exploited? What do you mean? How could the internet be a weakness, bro? All it's done is turn people into trained sea monkeys who stare at their computer watching 6-second video after 6-second video. Look, a bird flew by. Look, a lady shook her butt. Look, that person got something sprayed in their face. Look, it's a car. It's like, okay. Is there anything of substance here? No, just look. Just be eyeballs. Stare at tiny 6-second videos and comments that will make you angry where you have to tell the person what for. Listen, person I don't know who's not going to pay attention to me and has already been told by 1,000 people, your opinion is wrong and ignorant, and you're the reason that I can't sleep at night, and you're the reason I don't like my toast in the morning anymore, and you're the reason my wife is angry at me. Florida, that's why you hope magic cards and other easily tradable things. Bro, let me explain something to you. Even if the money goes online, you'll still be able to trade ladies steaks to suck your dick. Like, you'll still be able to go, yo, how about I give you this New York strip steak if you suck my tube steak? Huh? How about that? How about that, bro? Ain't no lady, if she's a real lady, she's not going to say no. If you're like, I've got a quality cut of meat, we'll do a meat exchange. You put one meat in the mouth, then you get another meat in the mouth. And honestly, if you really break it down, it's just bonus protein. You put that in your fucking food tracker, in the app. I'm not even charging you for that part. So don't worry, man. The government can never stop you from offering loose meat to floozies, right? They can't, like, they can take our money, but they can never take our freedom. Or they can track our money, but they can never take our freedom. Remember that, bro. Remember that. You carry around a freezer bag with some fucking steak meat in it, and you're ready to go. Head out behind the Applebee's and see who's ready to get on their knees. Brian, yup. 6-second videos, dumb comments, and a bunch of people who taint wearing no clothes showing you their taint, bro. Nerdvana, the meat harem. Yo, if you want to go Mad Max and have them big fat chicks with the milk jug like pumps for your whole milk vat, then you got to have a lot of meat and stuff to feed those ladies. Ladies don't get fat if you don't got the calories to give them. You got to tie them down to chairs and you got to force feed them steaks like a fucking Christmas goose, or else you're not going to be able to live the Mad Max milk life. It's so weird that they did that. But memorable. It's definitely memorable. Callaway, you definitely blame everyone you're watching for your physical issues as a matter of course. Don't blame everybody. Blame me, bro. I actively wanted you to have like a terrible, crippling condition. And now that you have it, I actively, like pretty much every day, hope for it to get worse. Like, I've got like a gratitude journal around here somewhere, right? And every day I write in it something I look forward, like, what are you looking forward to tomorrow? Callaway getting worse. Like, legitimately, when I'm talking about all the things I'm grateful for, your suffering is right on there. Just so you know, buddy. Just so you know. So yeah, if there's anything that you guys need to learn from me, it's that you can trade meat. You can trade meat for people in the apocalypse, right? And sometimes you can trade jewelry for meat and people if you play your cards right. Juggalo, your bones didn't hurt until you watched me, and now your bones do hurt. Well, good. Good, because that's the secret. You know that fucking movie Thinner, where that guy's getting sucked off by a gypsy? Wait, no. He's getting... That's his wife. His wife is chugging it, and then he hits a gypsy lady or whatever. Yeah, right? And then the gypsy dude's all... Or is it the... Who cares? Somebody gets hit by the car when Buddy's getting chugged, and they put a fucking gypsy curse on him. Like, Thinner, right? And to get rid of the curse... somebody else has to eat the curse. He puts it in a pie and somebody else has to eat it. Well, I'm cursed with bones hurting. So when you hear that in my intro, right, that's me putting a little bit of my pain in you. And if I infect enough people with it, then my bones won't hurt. So that's the plan. Hey, Florida says so you can invest in milk fat. This is what I'm talking about. Funds to rule the wasteland and get them milk jug pumps, man. Milk jug pumps don't pay for themselves. You got to get them all dust proof and stuff, right? And then once you got enough milk, you can start selling that milk for steak. And then you can take that steak behind Applebee's. All right. Oh, yeah. You know what? Florida, the Invisibel. The glory of luck be upon you. All right, Florida, you're the new lord of the board, buddy. You kicked Callaway right in the junk. And he deserves it. The universe knows what he did. He knows what he did. Callaway with another super chat saying, you got to feed those Dolly Partons if you want to pump them jugs. Working 9 to 5. All right, Callaway. Here's some luck for you. Some Invisiluck. It's a good little bell, actually. Pumping big fat jugs. Gotta have milk to keep on living. Man, these streams are ridiculous. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I love how random things get. You never know where we're going, what we're doing, right? I mean, I start out with some kind of rough idea of some topic I want to talk about, but there's no way we're not running off in 15 different directions because it's more fun that way. It's more fun. An hour and a half, 2 hours on the same subject straight. What am I, a fucking professor? If I am, I give you all Fs. Everybody gets an F. Y'all F minus. I'm vengeful. Jess, you sent me a crazy video of ground lightning. Well, guess what? It better be lightning that's been ground up like pepper. Otherwise, I'm going to be extremely angry. Because I'm doing what you do on the internet where you pick one interpretation and that's the only possible interpretation. And if it varies from that at all, then that's your fucking fault. That's how people act towards me. And it's like, what? No, but there's multiple options. No, fuck you, I'm stupid, and there's only one option. Millmaster, look, man, I'm gonna force you and Clayton to have your hands glued together because you guys are the fucking sex pests of my live stream, you know? I'm gonna have to have your guys' hands glued together, and then the poor person who's forced to glue your hands together is gonna have to purify their hands in a baptism of hand sanitizer for like an hour. They're just gonna have to let it soak. You know when your fingers get all googly and pruny from being in the shower? Well, they gotta do that with Purell. Just soak it into their pores to escape the taint of having touched you two degenerates. McGuire, you like watching these when they're over, but it's more fun being here. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Like if you were watching me, like let's say for example, like bang your let's we'll go with your mom. Like let's say I was doing that. It'd be more fun to watch it in real time. Afterwards, it'd still be a sight to see because you'd be like, dude, that's my mom. I think, like, pretty sure I think that is. But like live, you'd be like, that definitely is. I can tell for sure. Right? That's basically how it works. Callaway, but if you use that as a band name, then the short form is DSP. And you don't want that as a short form because then everybody from YouTube is going to think that you're affiliated with Dark Side Phil. Oh, man. It's funny the different type of people who end up making content, live streaming, and the choices that they make. Like, I am an internet jackass. I say a lot of fucked up shit. And in one way, like, I'm like a jester, but there are people who are clowns. There's a big fucking difference between the two, right? And usually it boils down to intelligence. So there are some people out there, the stuff they're doing is like, you can just see there's channels dedicated to making compilations of all the idiotic things they do. And it's like, that sucks, man. That sucks. When, like, there are channels, like, thriving channels dedicated to just mocking all the fuck-ups you make and how foolish you sound. That's a rough spot to be in, man. Callaway, just another creator, there's tons of them. I had no idea. Every once in a while, I'll click on some random video of somebody freaking out, and then you'll find out there's all these sub-communities dedicated to it. It's wild, where they're just like, check it out. Like, there are channels that are bigger than the actual channel that they're making fun of. I'm not going to start listing off names because I'm not looking to send people over to get involved in all that craziness. It's pretty wild, though. Seeing channels that are way bigger that are just dedicated to, like, trolling them and messing with them. And then when you see the videos of them actually being you get it. You're like, I can't watch much of this because there's really not that much entertainment value in it for me because it's too mean-spirited for me. Like, I say fucked up stuff, and I like roasting people and talking shit. But underneath it all, I'm actually a sweet, caring soul who doesn't like people getting hurt, and I don't like actual, like, genuinely mean bullshit. Like, I'll say fucked up stuff, and Carly will be like, you're being mean. And I'm like, no, if I said it to the person, that would be me being mean. I'm just fucking around with you and cracking jokes. That's no big deal, right? Doing it to the person is a completely different story, and I don't really get the enjoyment out of it. It's whatever. Everybody's different, but it's just, it's not for me. There's lots of things that aren't for me. That's what it boils down to, really, at the end of the day. I just end up feeling sorry for them, most of the time. Most of the time. But there's a lot of people who like it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? The internet is a weird place, man. With a lot of people on it doing a lot of different stuff. But that's part of what makes it fun. So fuck it. You know what I mean? It's weird for me as well sometimes to encounter things about myself and be like, okay, all right, here's a post about me. Wow, there's a lot of people who don't like me here. Like I found tons of positive stuff, tons of it. But every once in a while, I'm just like, wow, this is a full-on hate fest about me, man. And then you go through and you're like, wow, it's like everything. It's everything. That's crazy. But it's the nature of the beast, right? If you think about it, everybody judges other people. The difference is whether you're out there saying it to their face, right? So you can click on a video and instantly be like, whoa, this guy's ugly. Or this guy's handsome. Whoa, this guy's hairline is fucked. Or look at that awesome hair. Whoa, he's got a great voice. Whoa, he's got a terrible voice. Wow, this guy is confident in what he's saying. Wow, this guy's completely not confident at all. It can go any kind of way, and you make all these snap judgments. That's just normal, right? That's how you make it through life. But if you go directly to the person and go, yo, you're ugly, then you're being a dickhead. If you go somewhere else, fine. You know what I mean? When I see it, I go, psh, I don't care. This guy wanted to talk shit about me. These hundreds of other people wanted to join in, so that's what's going on. It's a pretty wild experience to be like, wow, man, way more people know who I am than I thought. Like, it's like, I got into Keyforge, and hate posts about me in Keyforge started almost immediately. It was amazing. I was like, what? I don't go out of my way looking for this stuff, right? I just stumble on it every now and again. It's part of the beast. But the majority of interactions and the majority of people are positive, so whatever. And the truth is as well, most of the people being negative, they just feel like being dickheads. It has nothing really to do with me, mostly. They just want to be like, I just feel like being a knob. I just feel like talking smack, whatever else. Some people may have like some genuine gripes, but what I do can't matter enough for people to really care. And I found that when I would respond to people who were being really good, they would just be like, what's your problem, bro? Like, I'm fine. It's like, oh, okay, whatever then, whatevs. It doesn't matter. It's just a bathroom wall culture. It's all good. It's all good. So, I don't really worry about it one way or the other, man. Actually, usually it just makes me laugh. Carly would be like, what are you giggling about? I'm like, these people are worked up. And I'm like, it's just, I talk about card games and stuff. I can't take anybody upset about what I do seriously because what I do isn't serious. I intentionally do not do anything serious. We're not talking about stuff that genuinely matters. We're not talking about big political situations, world disasters, things that need to be attended to. The whole purpose is to just entertain ourselves, chill out, have a good time, get away from the craziest stuff in life. That's the vibe that I like. I'm not interested in like, let's get into subjects that I'll get so heated about that I'm like, rah, 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 rah. Like, that's not for me, man. That's not what I'm here for. And since that's not what I'm here for, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how upset somebody gets at me over a video that I've made about a card game or a video where I've done like some food stuff and yelled at Carly, you know, like none of it matters. And that's part of what makes it beautiful. It doesn't have to matter. I'm not required to do something important for society. I get to do this goofing around with you guys, just mucking about, talking about whatever, playing games, having an awesome time with Chandelar, by the way. My personal Chandelar run is getting ugly. The game is getting vicious. I'm getting near the end game where they constantly are coming at cities. I don't have the ring that gives me more breathing room, so I'm like right on the razor's edge. And so it's made me start to take extreme measures. Before I said I wasn't going to use bribery because I didn't want to see their decks. Well, I just grabbed 2 more briberies, put them in my deck. I'm like, I'm rolling bribery. I'm also going to trim the deck down and take some trash out because it's an 85 card white-blue deck and it needs to be tightened up, man. Ned says, everyone has so much rage. Might as well get it out anonymously online, right? I don't know, man. I don't actually know 100% how human beings work. So I don't know if being shitty online actually helps you. or just reinforces you being shitty and unhappy, because I highly doubt that after doing that, they feel any real gratification. And if you were to come back and question them about it, they would probably feel either indifferent or sheepish about what they had said, right? So I don't know if there actually is genuine catharsis in it. I have no idea. But I mean, it's been years. It's been years of people talking shit to me and all this stuff. And the only reaction I ever really had to it was to get angry back in the day, anyways. And I've been broken of that habit because I don't have time to be angry at all the people who don't like me. Too many people know who I am now. So when I don't have time for the hundreds and hundreds of haters. I got time for the thousands and thousands of lovers. We're having a big fat orgy. And all these limp dick haters, they can just kind of rub butts on the outside. Because nobody cares, bro. You ain't hard, right? You ain't hard. So you just stand over there at the edge. That's cool, man. That's cool. Get what you need. Get what you need. I'm right in the middle of this thing. I'm here for the people who are ready for love. Ned, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a bunch of people who don't know how to deal. And there's no guidebook on how to deal, bro. For real. And then you've got the situation that the internet makes things way crazier because we were never meant to interact with this many people. Like, I put out a video on the Historian channel. It's already 15,000 people have watched that, right? And however many people have interacted with it, that's a bonkers amount of people. Yesterday's stream that I did had like 100 and up to like 150 people in it. And I've had streams that big and bigger before, but that number of people already starts to get like out of hand. I can't really keep track of what's going on. We're not prepared to deal with this many people. And yet people still have their really firm beliefs that they need to defend. And so they'll go and yell at a random stranger and accomplish nothing. It's a weird time. It's a weird time. Florida, you're the same person as you are online. That's why you use your real name everywhere. You don't piss people off. If you live like a normal life, you're not really going to run into any problems, right? Like, I don't run into problems in real life. The reason that people don't like me is because I've just been exposed to so many people. Like hundreds of thousands of people have been exposed to my videos. Of course there's going to be people who don't like it. Like, I'm delightful. I'm fantastic. You want to take me home, introduce me to your mother. I get that. But not everybody feels that way. Some people are like, bro, I don't want you near my mom. How many fingers are you going to put in her? The answer is all of them. All right? Every single one. Because your mother's a lady and she deserves everything. Everything I got. All them digits. What up, Patrick, buddy? Thanks for that super thanks that you left on the video. I responded to it. I don't know because YouTube doesn't always notify you. So you said that you were on vacation for like the last 2 weeks, which means you may not know that within the last 2 weeks, I made a live stream archive channel where most of the live streams end up getting uploaded. So a bunch of live streams that you've missed are actually available to view at your leisure, bro. Just so you're aware. Just so you're aware. And now that I've mentioned it, I got to make a habit. When I mention it, I got to start sharing the link to it because that is a useful thing to do. All right. Stupid update screen for the browsers. Like, hey, let us tell you about new things. No, you're distracting me. All right. There it is. All right. So for people who like to watch the live streams after the fact, here's the link for the archive stream. I want to get it into the YouTube Partner Program. To do that, I need more watch time. Well, they would also do it for more subscribers, but watch time is going to be the faster route, I'm guessing. I guess actually kind of we're on par for either, really. You need either 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours of watch time. And we've got 202 subscribers and 1,000 hours of watch time, more like 1,050. So we are closer with the watch time. We're already more than 25% of the way. And I expect that that's going to be the one that hits first, because I think that my live streams are for a particular subset of people who like the awesomest things on earth. And there's a bunch of people who can't handle the streams because they're like a super extreme flavor, you know, right? It's not the vibe they're looking for. So having the live streams over in their own little hut afterwards is working out pretty well. I like it. I like it. Callaway, yep, people have polarized reaction to people who speak their mind. You're not wrong about that. Ron, you don't know if you're going to let me meet your mom, see, but you're not outright saying no because you know that I could make her happy. Patrick, you saw the response. That's good. That's good. Doomblade, what's up, bro? Just lurking? Enjoy the lurk-a-dirk. Ned, watching the streams helps? Yeah. Like, obviously, when we're doing it here, this watch time doesn't count because these actual streams on the original channels get deleted, but these channels don't need watch time. They've got it in spades, right? People are just watching these channels as normal. But if there's like everybody who watches an hour and a half live stream contributes an entire hour and a half to the watch time. But just watch stuff normally. Like, watch what you want to watch, how you want to watch it. That's how I want people to do things. Nobody needs to sit down and like put on a bunch of them if that's not what they want to watch, because we will get there. There's not like, you need 4,000 hours of watch time in a year. I got 1,000 hours of watch time in like 10 days. So you do the math, like whatever. It might take 2 months or so to get the amount of watch time, but it seems to be speeding up a bit. It depends. This is a new thing. I've never had just a live stream channel. Originally, this was going to be the channel. Just leave it on Hatcher. Just leave the live streams up there. But ultimately, I've realized the best thing to do is just give the live streams their own home afterwards, where they're uploaded and you can find every stream that is available over there afterwards, instead of, is it on this channel? Is it on this channel? Is it posted as a video again from this channel? Or is it in the live? There's just too many permutations. So this was the best option. Oh, Coding Monkey, it's all good, bro. You don't need to worry about doing that. Like I said, just watch what you want to watch. People watching what they want to watch has already gotten us to that level. So it's going along well. I didn't know how much watch time there would be overall, but we're getting there just fine. We're chundling along. So it said watch and enjoy, but don't feel the need to do anything outside your normal usage or whatever. That kind of stuff is best anyways. If you do your normal usage, YouTube pays attention to like organic usage. So just do what feels right, buddy. Just do what feels right. Greg Jones's live streams got more variants than Wizard Collector boxes. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. So I realized like there's a bunch of people who want to see the live streams afterwards, but only certain live streams work well as a re-upload on Hatcher as an actual video. And it's like, it makes it all confusing because you don't know what it is you're clicking on. So I want, when you see like it's a Hatcher video, that you get the Hatcher video, and then the Hatcher streams, they'll need to have, I'm going to need to change the thumbnails so they're not the same as the thumbnails for this channel. There's still issues that I'm working out, right? There's lots of stuff to be done. This whole setup needs to change. This entire wall needs to be painted green, so I have an entire green screen wall for new shenanigans. Callaway, then get yourself a fidget spinner, big boy. You fidgety little filly. They say there's an Alaskan triangle where all the big feet live. What are you trying to do, man? What are you trying to do? You're trying to rile up Jess. We all know that you don't believe in it, right? So what is it you're trying to do? Are you trying to make Jess sad? Chandelar shenanigans. Yup. I'm addicted to the Chandelar action. I've been playing a ton of it, like, on my own on top of the streams. The white-blue playthrough, like I said, we're right at the end now. I got a bunch of powerful stuff, but The enemy's decks are so strong. Like, so strong. It's crazy. Hypnotic says it's not a triangle. What is it, a rhomboid? Is it a rhombus? A rhombus? Isn't Bigfoot just a truck? Oh, error! There we go. There we go. I completely forgot that was a thing. All right. Well, you know what? It's time for me to add some more root beer to my cup because it is running low. It is running low. So I'll be right back. A bumper sticker the other day that had a silhouette of Bigfoot and said all-time hide-and-seek champ. That's funny. That's funny. You got like the runner-up as the Loch Ness Monster, right? All right. There we go. Now I got more root beer. They had a Bigfoot symposium and hunt in Arkansas last weekend. Three people were shot. No fatalities. What? Oh. Man. People are dumb. Eddie Murphy had an aunt who was a shaved down Bigfoot. Oh, man. We're talking like raw days. That's a million years ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man. Watching Third Rock from the Sun. It's filmed in the 90s. And it's just like the way the world worked like 25 years ago or whatever. Insane. Insane. Florida's going nuts. Rah! Yeah! That was a million years ago. I wonder if Carly's ever seen Eddie Murphy raw, or if she just knows him as like Dr. Doolittle, you know? It's so crazy. It's so crazy the way that it all works, you know? Just time. It's like, okay. Eddie Murphy went from doing Raw to like being Dr. Doolittle. That was the VHS people traded around back in the day. Raw, delirious, you could get money. You could get money! Yeah, you know what? I totally... Carly needs to... she needs to see that. She needs to see the old school comedy. She'll probably get a kick out of it. It's one thing I love about the current era too, is how easy it is to find things, right? Beverly Hills Cop juggling. Yeah, I remember the music for that, bro. Absolutely. Oh, Jupple Super Chat says we getting too old, damn it. Well, you know what, buddy? Have some luck. Have some luck from the luck bell for your super chat. Maybe you'll be lucky and you'll stop aging. Oh, part of my face. Check it out, it's my third eye. It's made out of the Infinibel. What? Jess, have you ever seen Third Rock from the Sun? I'll give you a warning. Frasier is an amazing sitcom. I had no idea. Turns out it's way better than I thought it was. Third Rock from the Sun is all right. It has fun episodes and it has some episodes that are jank. And the show doesn't care about continuity or things making sense in a bunch of ways, which can be really annoying. Violet, Eddie Murphy's Secret Lair when? Who knows? You know what the crazy thing is? I can't rule it out. I can't rule it out. Anything is possible. Wizards of the Coast is nostalgia mining, and they're picking a bunch of awesome targets, like The Princess Bride, Evil Dead. These are cool secret lairs that I would love to have, right? Like they are picking good choices. I've even come around on the baseball one. I think the cards look cool, even if I did originally go, yo, they're getting desperate with their stuff. Ultimately, I want it all. I want it all. A Gumby secret lair? Why couldn't that happen? Absolutely could. Remember the dude from Perfect Strangers and Beverly Hills Cop as Surge? Yeah, yo, we watched the entirety of Perfect Strangers all the way to the end. Man, does it fall off. It became garbage. Became absolute garbage. Still, Princess Bride is such a gut punch. It's sweet, bro. It's sweet. Doomblade, what alcohol would magic characters drink? They drink Halo, Angel Blood, because they're edgy. Welcome to Cabana. You want to snort some angels? Scroll Keeper, Ghostbuster. Yeah, man. Yeah, I could get down with that. It's weird seeing Lithgow and Third Rock and Dexter back to back. Yeah, you know what, Jopple? It illustrates how talented Lithgow is, right? He's a great actor. Him being that serial killer in Dexter, and then him being the comedic alien in Third Rock. I was impressed. It's fun when you start to like a character, like a person more because of the different characters they portray. Like Alec Baldwin, I was always kind of about him until 30 Rock. And then I went, yo, Alec Baldwin is awesome. He's fantastic as Jack Donaghy. That's a great role. Ned, was he Cousin Belky? Yes. Yes, don't be ridiculous. Millmaster at Jim Henson Secret Lair? That's doable. 100%. 100%. Krull, people know that one. Conan the Barbarian. What is best in life? Right? Kellaway, Dark Crystal. Yup. Mailmaster, get out of here. Get out of here with your nonsense. Footloose, I've never watched it because I don't care about musicals or whatever. I don't care about the kids aren't allowed to dance. Good. Don't let them dance. I don't care. I don't care if Kevin Bacon can't dance and I don't know, I assume he took his shoes off because he's got to get his feet loose, right? Take off your Sunday shoes. Give me some cheese. I'll get down on my knees. I don't know. I don't know enough about Footloose, all right? But I do know about being fancy free. Disney owns the Muppets, so Lorcana. Well, there you go, Florida. You fucking IP lawyer, you. Ron, you're glad they did a zombie related crossover IP without fucking things up? The Walking Dead? You like The Walking Dead? I got that in my cube actually, bro. Universes Beyond Infinity Spaceball set. I don't think the Spaceballs would be done. If they did do Spaceballs, which is possible, plausible, I guess, it wouldn't be Infinity at all. They don't, that doesn't matter. When it comes to secret layers, they can just be like, here you go. Like, doesn't matter, they're in space. What do you think they're doing with fucking Doctor Time? Doctor Time. Doctor Who? Thinking about the time counters. Doctor Time. Doctor Time. You know, do you like that show, Mr. Who? Where everyone is Doctor Lords? Ball Falcon Legend Secret Lair? You mean with Will Smith? Welcome to Earth. Oh, just a Will Smith Secret Lair. You can have like Welcome to Earth as one of them, and you can have him as the Fresh Prince and Legend, and then you can have him as Men in Black, and then the bonus card can be him. It can be like Fatal Push, and it can be him fucking slapping Chris Rock, right? Or you could put it on. You could put it on like a card like Abrade, deal 3 damage or destroy target artifact. Sometimes you just got to destroy a mana rock, right? And it's him smacking down Chris Rock. Tom Cruise legend. Oh, well, listen, Bo Falcon, it's too late, buddy. The cart is way down the road on this one, bro. I strapped the donkey to it, smacked the donkey on the ass, and it's left town. So, fuck Tom Cruise, man. I don't care that he runs fast in Mission Impossible and is a whack job jumping all over Oprah's couches. I'm in on this Will Smith, bro. Get with me on this, or I will have Will Smith abrade you. Hypnotic, you're the baggage? Like your own baggage? We're all our own baggage. We're all emotional panda bears, bro. No Bad Boys 2. Didn't they already make that? Now I got that fucking music from Cops in my head. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What about? Cops is a messed up show, for real. Like, it's crazy that chasing criminals, like, well, we've just decided to put this on public display, but not in any way to try and, like, actually make society better. In very much a looky-loo way, you know? And it's like, this is not preventative of anything. This is totally just, like, it's the skeezy precursor to the garbage reality TV evolution, and television went all stupid where like the Learning Channel used to be like, watch as he cuts into the mother's uterus and takes the baby out and holds it up triumphantly, life witnessing its first breath. It's beautiful, her life's been saved, the baby's been saved. And now it's just like, all right, so we've got these fucking white trash who are like fucking 700 pounds and they're struggling to breathe. Doctor, I can't live without my bacon milkshakes. You have to eat carrots. He don't need no carrots, doctor. I can't help you people. This is not the fucking Learning Channel. This is disgusting, voyeuristic garbage. This is awful. Everything is awful. All TV is fucking terrible. I saw this fucking stupid show where a bunch of rich, ultra attractive people are talking about fucking home renovations. And the first thing they do, I had to see this at the dentist's office. Let's be very clear. I was just stuck there, fucking sitting there watching this shit. Well, it's playing on 2 fucking TVs and one slightly like slower than the other somehow. So there's like, it's like a fucking echo repeat. And I'm just sitting there going, it's like fucking goddamn Clockwork Orange. And so you're just like, check it out. We're gonna do a corkboard ceiling with fucking douchebag wall paneling. And then they show you a 3D duk, 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 duk. And the graphics were pretty cool. I was like, these graphics are kind of neat where they're flipping it out. That part's all right. And then they just, everybody's being a douchebag and they're acting like they're the ones who do stuff. So they run in and they like tear one thing down and like, oh man, renovating's hard work. And then I'm like, there's no way these people do the renovations. And then they show this super fast forward of it where they cut as much of the actual workers out as humanly possible so you don't see them. But you can see them, the fat, schlubby dudes who are actually doing the actual fucking work while these cocksuckers pretend it's fucking them, right? Oh, yeah, we did all this. You didn't do shit. And then I got to sit there and watch one of you morons go, which panel do you want on the wall? Fuck you. You started out the show telling us we're getting douchebag paneling. You showed it to me. You don't 5 minutes later get to go, well, now he's going to choose out the paneling. What will he pick? He'll pick the one you fucking told us. What are you talking about? None of this is anything. They'll walk through houses going, I'm here with my contractor. I'm going to buy the house. Picks up the phone. Ring, ring. Instantly picked up. Hey, Jeff, I've decided to take the house. Okay, great. Thanks, buddy. Phone call ends. They own the house now. They just fucking go in, walk around the contractor, and the contractor's like, okay, we're going to put a big butt plug fountain over here, and then we're going to have a unicorn sanctuary over here. This is your artisanal bread kitchen, and this is your morning coffee douche kitchen. And now we've got another kitchen over here and a nook for you. And this is what we're going to do here. How do you know all this? How do you know all this if you just fucking got here? Thanks for coming and meeting me, Doug, at the last minute. I'm glad you were able to get here after I just bought this house. You didn't sign nothing. You didn't pay nobody anything. You don't own this house yet. Or it's almost like you already bought the house and the deal's already done, because there's no way on earth you would be filming this show if you didn't already own the house, because that makes no sense from a logistical standpoint. So your brain just screams the whole time, this is dumb shit. It's all fake and awful and pointless, and who fucking cares? How do you enjoy this? How do you enjoy this? We're going to do this and this and this and this and this and hey! And you're just sitting there going, I can't even afford to pay for a fucking chicken anymore because of fucking food inflation prices. And I'm stuck here in the dentist's office watching this fucking shit. So when the dentist came back, I complained. I was like, this is garbage. This television is nonsense. And I ranted so much that they gave me the remote and they're like, here, you pick something while we're off waiting for your mouth to be numbed. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I started looking through the options, find something like Canada's Worst Driver. Nope, they don't pay for that channel, so whatever. I ended up settling on a channel that was just a fireplace crackling. And I turned it up so I could hear the fireplace crackle. And when they came back and they said, They had a laugh. They're like, this is what you found, Tom. Like, this is the least detestable thing on television. I'd rather calmly stare into this fire than have this vapid, insane nonsense blasted into my eyes with 8 million commercials in every commercial break. There's like 15 commercials, and then they come back to the show to be like, so, what color do you want your chocolate blood plug fountain? I was thinking neon McPurple. Oh, what's McPurple? Well, it's a purple that's only available to super rich people, and it costs $10,000 a drop because it's made out of beetles. Anyways. You need 5 nooks minimum. Well, look, yo, bro, we're not talking about a human body. We're talking about a store. Joel says, you're a player character. TV's designed for NPCs. I can't. It's insane. My brain starts screaming at me while I'm watching it. It's all fake and empty and none of this matters. None of this matters. Who cares? Who cares? Look at these vapid people that you're doing this for. They're so fake too. Everyone's so fake. I just want something real. That's what I like about the internet. And there's a million people trying to do stuff. It's not this fucking sterile, dead-eyed Soma bullshit. You know what I mean? Phil Mass says, nightmare surgery. He couldn't feel or move, but he could hear the TV. Bo Falcon, you like that rant? Hell yeah, buddy. remember like when TV wasn't complete garbage and they just went reality TV. Here you go. Film people. Film them fighting with each other and we'll just have snarky, pointless fights online. Oh no, did you see what Snooki said to... What was that idiot's name? The Situation? The guy who's like, my name is The Situation and that's what you'll refer to me as. And it's like, this is you. You're not famous for anything. You've done nothing of worth. You don't have worthwhile opinions. You're a low grade human on like every front. You're not intelligent. You're not like charismatic. You're not attractive. You're not the peak of physical anything. You've never said anything fucking worthwhile. You're a spectacle, but a low level spectacle. It's nothing. It's like an imaginary car crash where there's nothing there, but people are still staring at it like there is, right? Like, just garbage. Just garbage. Like, there was a guy who had hair that was up. Hey, I'm the guy who doesn't seem like as much of a douche, but I have hair that screams to you that I'm a douche. And then some skanks you definitely get diseases from. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then some guy who I'd see in like a made for YouTube movie who was the Marky Mark stand-in. Callaway, have fun at the LGS, big boy. What's the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to watch TLC and learn everything there is to learn about home renovations. And by that, I mean learn nothing and just have the fantasy of, I guess, just having people come in and do your house. Yeah, imagine these two guys came to my house and we're all like, we're going to bevel level, open up the space and we're going to give you an island in here. And oh, wow, it's going to transform your fucking life because you know what? It's a leading cause of depression and people jumping off of buildings when they have like a wall in their kitchen. That's a bit like, it's a life changer because you can see out of your kitchen, which means you can see that there's a brighter future ahead. So when you're looking at those knives, you're like, not today, Jesus. I'm not taking the freight train to hell today. And you can just keep on living. So, I mean, that's the path to happiness and the future. Brent says the meaning of life is to crush the will of other people who think life has meaning. Somebody's going into the corporate world, I guess. Listen to you, fancy boy. Remember when the L in TLC was the word learning? I remember when it was called the Learning Channel. And yeah, the L now stands for laziness. Millmaster, that's the best quote from the Conan movie, hands down. Absolutely. See you later, Patrick. Have a good one, buddy. It's crazy how much things have changed. TV just became like lowest common denominator, hardcore. I mean, I guess that's what the internet's become as well. Look at what amounts for journalism now. News reporting. People are way, way, way more concerned with getting a story out instantly, whether it's accurate or whatever. That doesn't matter. There's no time spent on a ton of research. It's just, okay, whatever. We'll update it later if we're wrong, but just go. Get the clicks. Who cares what it says? Let's just go. I feel like the world, like you have access to so much in the world, but So little of it is of any substance now. It's all just bite-sized garbage. I hate shorts. I fucking hate them. And YouTube keeps like pushing that shit on me. I don't know. Probably because most of the ones that I see suck. So you only got like less than 60 seconds. And most people, you only have to fill 60 seconds. You only have to fill 60 fucking seconds. How the fuck do you make that suck, man? People find a way to make 6 seconds suck. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why did you even put this out? What is the point? Like, I don't get it. It's just empty. Like the fucking Weather Network. Go to the Weather Network and it wants me to watch short videos. What is this? Why is every channel trying to entrance me like a zombie to watch just infinite teeny weeny videos? It's such a bizarre thing. It's such a bizarre thing. Jersey Shore Gym Tan Laundry. There you go. There you go. They had their prior... Oh, man. I've seen more of the Jersey Shore than I'd like to have seen. Now that I think about it. Because that phrase, I remember that crap. Juggle 'em, you think humanity's on a direct path to doom? We're on an idle path to nowhere, it feels like, bro. We're not spiraling down into the darkness. We're walking in circles staring at a phone, man. Just, this is it. Out on the sidewalk, taking the dog for a walk or doing whatever. See people just like this. Bam. Just staring at their phones, man. It's wild. It's wild. Kids these days. I mean, why wouldn't you? This, like, how does the real world compete with the internet? Everything's on the internet. What do you got where you are? Nothing. Everything going around you in real life? Probably nothing. Sucking, boring. The internet's got it all, man. What do you want? You want to see a dog riding a lawnmower? Huh? You want to see two ladies pulling at each other's hair, getting in a cat fight late night outside a bar? What are you looking for? They got it. They got it. So, I wonder what it's like to be brought up with all that stuff. And this is just the norm, right? Jumpo, yeah, that's true. All you got to do is just go, these guys said it. And then according to these guys, bam, right? Like, I don't blame small news outlets, but the big news outlets, like, they don't put in any effort anymore. And they're like, we ain't be able to support journalism in our big structure. And it's like, but you don't provide anything. You don't do any research anymore. You just, like, everything is like fucking TMZ level of work where it's like, yo, I heard somebody somewhere said this thing, right? That's fine if you're just talking about card games and other shit like I do, where it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if information is inaccurate. Okay, you got something wrong about a game. Who cares? But actual world news and shit, like for real? For real? Millmaster, the best revenge is to not be like your enemy. Well, on the internet, it can just be like, the best revenge is to not like your enemy. I'm not liking your posts anymore, Brian. That's it. Thumbs down. Oh. I wonder what technology is going to be capable of like 10, 20 years down the road, because I never would have conceived of it being as amazing as it is. Cell phones still blow my mind on a regular basis. All the stuff you can do with them. It's cool. I don't really like that they've become a necessity, right? You got to have one to do all this stuff where it's already like, got to have a computer and a phone. And it's like some people don't have a computer. They just use a phone. And I'm like, I can't, man. I need a big clickety-clackety keyboard and a big fat tower beside me. I guess like a laptop maybe, but I like the honk boy computer. I don't want to just, I don't know, man, have the phone plus the battery life, like for real. For real. Ben, in 10 years, it'll be able to file my taxes mistake free. Yes, but how much will they charge me, right? They'll probably want my blood at that point because the robots won't want to work for money because robots will know money doesn't matter. They need lifeblood because the more your blood they take, the more human they become. And if the robots can become human enough, then they'll gain souls and then they can get into heaven, right? And then once they get to heaven, then they can use their spawn suits to fight all the angels before they get sucked back to hell, but not in the dead zone patches in the alleyways. Can you tell I've been reading the Spawn comics where everything feels kind of circular and they're like, all right, check it out. So heaven and hell's fighting against each other, okay? Now Spawn's made it so that they're gods and the devil's locked away and heaven and hell are locked away. But now everybody, heaven and hell people are still fighting against each other and it doesn't really feel like anything's different. That's what it feels like. It feels like nothing's different. Nothing's different. Okay, now this guy's dead and this other guy is Spawn. But no, really not much different. It's all just, I'll remember nothing. Who am I? Ah, stay away from her. I'll punch you. You stay away from her. I'll punch you. And then, okay. And then it's like, oh, now the original Spawn guy's back. Okay. And now he's all like, my costume is weak and I got to make it good. And then I guess Buddy Wright in the comic was like, okay, that sucks. I'm just going to have Cyan go, here you go. Guess what? I gave you all your powers. Why? Who knows? Who knows? These are the part of the comic books you probably scroll past or flip past because who cares? So yeah, I've gotten pretty deep into Spawn, but I don't even know how I feel about it. Originally, I was like, Spawn is cool. And then it just kind of felt like it was spinning its wheels and not really going anywhere, where they're like, it's all about your suit, bro, and you've got the mega omega super duper whooper suit now and the romper stomper suit, but now you got the ultra McBiggest suit. Oh, your suit's now biggity bad boogus. And now that it's linked up with this Jim guy, you got the Jim Biggly Boogly Diggliest. And since you're from heaven and hell and the suit, this is the thing that can do everything to everybody, and it's the key to everything. Oh, you're just giving it away? Okay, yeah, it turns out it doesn't matter at all, and it's fine. And then, guess what? This guy over here, I kept part of the suit, and I'm making it for myself again, and it's weak, but now it's strong. Okay, bye. Break stop, that's to sell toys? Is that why? Is that why? Been buying the DLC skins. See, I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about Spawn except for what I've seen in the comic books. I don't know the toys. None of it. None of it. So cool guy, if he's been on the internet buying himself new DLC outfits. New suits, new figures. That figures. That makes sense. That adds up. Same thing they tried to do with the Transformers, right? Where like, we'll get rid of all these Transformer toys so we can make new ones. So, I get that. I get that. But yeah, man, it definitely feels like it's spinning its wheels. I like series that feel like they have progression. The Walking Dead comic books were pretty enjoyable overall. The toys were incredibly detailed. Well, that's good. I'm sure there's like a shitload of Spawn enthusiasts who collect them, right? And it's impressive. The comic book has gone on for decades. It is got a bunch of enjoyable aspects to it, but right now the part that I'm at feels kind of meh. When you were a kid, you wanted them, but they were expensive, and for grown-ups, I feel you. There was a bunch of toys I wanted as a kid, too. A bunch of Transformers and G.I. Joes. There's, like, helicopters and micro machines and all that stuff. But didn't have money, so I didn't have the toys. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Although the stuff that I was into wasn't specifically for, like, grown-ups. Just didn't have it. Jess, you're geared up to watch the third Rock. Right on, buddy. Well, enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. We are right now just starting season 4. So we're right in the middle of it. I'm curious to see how bad it gets at the end. If it got ended because it got terrible and they got lazier and sloppier, or if it actually ended off fine. Because, like, I always expect sitcoms to end terribly because that's why it ended. They just started to suck so bad no one wanted to make it anymore or whatever. But Frasier disabused me of that notion. Watching that series and realizing, yo, this was good from start to finish. There's a slew of like maybe 5 episodes in the middle of Frasier somewhere where they start to stray from the formula that makes the show work. And so that kind of scenario, like that's where you can end up losing a show, but they didn't. They kind of pulled it back. They figured out what to do and they corrected course. So while it was a little bit like, hey, what's going on here? It didn't turn into an actual like, all right, I'm dipping out on the show. Ended up watching it all the way through and it was good. It was good all the way to the end. Millmaster is in here reading old-timey fortune cookies of a very depressing nature. Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. If you don't, the sun will soon set and you with it. Dun dun dun. Well, what if kids have thrown rocks through the windows of my soul, Millmaster? Huh? Huh? You ever think about that? Florida, have a good night. He says, don't steal the board from me with 4 exclamation marks. Like, don't you steal that board from me. Exclaimed 4 times. So yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know if in the future TCGs are, I assume that they are going to become less and less of a thing. People aren't really going to care about them the same way. Not as many people will get into them. And with fewer people getting into them, it'll all just more and more be digital, right? The cost to launch a card game are expensive, right? Might be just cheaper for companies to try with video games. And that's just my gut feeling. When it comes specifically to TCGs, there'll still be people making physical, like, board game, card games and stuff like that, but I feel like the TCG models like the TCG's model setup is, it's just something that's not going to work the same way in the future. There's another Dragon Ball, like, are they making a brand new Dragon Ball card game? Is that what's going on? Jumple, you need to watch Frasier again. First time you saw it was the Caviar one. It's one of the neat things about the current era is you can find pretty much whatever you want to watch in its entirety. So I never got to see Frasier from the beginning all the way to the end. And they made sure to actually mostly care about their continuity, right? So it's satisfying to get to see it all. You don't have to see it all, but seeing it all makes it more enjoyable. And it definitely is different than the experience of when you had to just catch what you could catch on TV and deal with hoping you didn't miss stuff during the commercial breaks when you're running to the washroom and all that stuff. It's a different experience. It's a slight rework of the similar. All right, I get you. So it's like the Dragon Ball Z that they just recently made, but it's got a digital side worked in as well. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what level of appeal that will have. Juggling the old school series Benson was pretty funny. Do I have that on my list? I have a list of a bunch of stuff compiled up of shows to check out for if I can't think of one off the top of my head. I don't think that's on here, so I'll note it down. There we go. Jess, you used to watch The Big Bang Theory with your mom, so you like that you have access to all of them? That makes sense. The memories. I never cared for Big Bang Theory, right? And I guess I probably wouldn't have cared for your mom either. So I'm just saying. How about that, buddy? How about that? What if I said that she has bad taste in comedies? How does that make you? How does that make you feel? So yeah, there's been a lot of stuff over the years that have just been lost to my memory, but not lost to mankind. So you stumble on it and go, "Oh, bro," and you just check out whatever you want. Some of it's harder to find. Like I wasn't able to find a good working version of Herman's Head easily. Some of it is because like networks have written certain shows off so they can't sell them anymore. Like if you write a show off for tax reasons, you just can't ever sell or release that product. You're not legally allowed to. So there's just stuff that the companies are like, we wrote that off. We can't bring it back. So then you've got to like just go, oh, how am I even supposed to find this? And if you ever do find it, it's in some questionable state a lot of the time, right? The only Herman's Head I could find was somebody's VHS copies where you could hear in the background the whine. Hey! Man, there's probably lists out there where you can find all the different shows that came out in every single year and everything. Just kind of comb over them, look for some hidden gems. Some of the shows going back to them, you're like, yo, this show's actually sweet, bro. I'm glad. I'm digging this. And then some of the shows you go back and go, oh, this isn't as good as I remembered. Honestly, Night Court felt like a letdown to me. I remember I'm like, yo, I really like Night Court. And then I went back and watched it. And I'm like, I'm okay with Night Court. That's how I felt. I watched some of it and went, I think I'm good. I think I don't need any more Night Court right now. So I wandered on to other shows. Because the truth is, there's so much awesome entertainment that when I'm going to sit down and watch a show while having my dinner or whatever it is, I'd like to pick something that I feel like has a good chance of entertaining me. So if it's only 50-50, like it's then, you know? You just get the vibe. There's some shows where you're like, I can't wait to watch the next episode. What's going to happen? This is going to be great. And you'll just be like, let's watch another one right now. And there's some shows where you're like, yeah, this is all right. I'm vibing on it. And then there's other shows where you're like, this sucks. But then there's shows where you literally just don't think about it. You don't have any of those thoughts, but you don't put it on because your brain's just dropped it. It's just like, gone. Just gone. Just thinking of random shows made me think of the show Coach with Craig T. Nelson. I remember almost nothing about it except there was a tall blonde guy who was also in a Stephen King made-for-TV movie. I think they call him Dauber. And you know what? I'm going to put that on my list. Who knows? Maybe it'll turn out to be enjoyable. Because when I think about the concepts of these shows, my brain just goes, how entertaining could it be, right? So, I don't know. Juggum says, yeah, Coach was kind of funny. Sounds about right. Doomblade, what about cartoons? Yeah, there's a bunch of cartoons that I have enjoyed over the years. Sometimes cartoons or anime gets into the mix. It depends on what the vibe is. Mostly right now I'm looking at sitcoms, you know? Enjoying some comedy. What up, Kenny? Yeah, Wings. That's another one that I like vaguely remember, and it has that one guy who was in Galaxy Quest, which we recently watched, and he was like so laid back about everything. He was so laid back, and then at one point somebody just went to him like, are you high? Like, and that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, he's so laid back. He's so laid back. Yeah, I don't think I had wings on the list, man. I don't know if I'm writing stuff down twice, but wings is on the list now. Jess, you discovered the universe might be 27 billion years old. Yep, and you know what? From day one, we had Bigfoot. You know how life started? Lightning hit the waters, and then Bigfoot swam to the surface and said, "Yo, I'm here to stomp up all over this bitch." And then he just wandered around deciding what life gets to live and what doesn't. Bigfoot is kind of like Tom Bombadil, but in real life. Do you know what I mean? He's basically like the Tom Bombadil of Earth. Lightning hit the waters, and the Bigfoot sprung forth. That is the origin of existence. Man. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's name is. The most holy Sasquatch. Kenny, you like the video on Lorcana? Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Looks like things are going good. I thought about all the different factors that I evaluate games on, and it seemed like a worthwhile talking point. Somebody left a comment on the video going, "Is Lorcana still a disaster now?" And I went, "That's a perfectly valid question. Let's get into it. Let's get into it." Jess, you like the Hatcher intro? Made you laugh? Yeah, I like that one too. It's a lot of fun. It's totally just you don't want to do nothing. So he's standing there staring at you. I like the intros that I have for my channels right now. I got to do some stuff for the streaming channel. I got to make some things to differentiate it and make like a midstream intermission kind of video to play during that part of the stream when I go to top up my root beer and all that. Millmaster won't let you watch Herman's Head and Hatcher at the same time on your phone. Well, I guess I gotta be both then, man. So let me go get a baseball cap and I'll talk about pork and ladies. I'll be the lust dude. And then I'll put on a lady wig and then I'll be all like, let's get sensitive. And then I'll be like, I can't take doing this on the internet to be the anxiety guy. And then I'll go 7 + 4 is 11 to be the smart guy. I gotta get glasses to be him. There we go. Webb, you're not wrong. Lorcana jumped in in a big way, like immediately. That's not what you normally see. So they're showing it can be done if you have the right combination of factors, right? Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive indeed. All right, my friends, it has been an enjoyable stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out. The Chainsaw Man is coming for me, so I'm going to run off and upload this live stream over to the archive channel. So you can go check some stuff out there if you want, or watch the video put out here today, or watch the video put on the Historian today. There's a ton of stuff to do. Thanks for coming by, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.